Photography is so important. It preserves your memories for a lifetime, right? And we chit-chatted a little bit yesterday when she was setting up her booth at the show. So tell us your name and your company
I am
name.
Kimberly Santana. I'm from Kimberly Santana Photography.
Super easy to remember.
Yes.
Tell us what makes you unique or makes you stand out from maybe the other photographers.
Yeah, so I take photography and I approach it with the idea of like, we're just gonna go and have fun. And I feel like it's so important to find a photographer, and all your vendors really, that you feel like you click with. Because I feel like when I get clients that I just click with, they're so much more comfortable in front of the camera, and we can play. We can bump hips and we can spin and dance, and I'm not like your posed like prom photo type of photographer. So I really look for like genuine emotion, and we just have fun. It's a good vibe. I love it.
So what are some of the services you provide? And I asked this because we were talking about wedding books
Yes,
yesterday. So
yes.
tell us some of the other things that they can get when they book services with you.
So I also offer boudoir photography.
I actually don't know that I knew that. So
Yeah.
fantastic.
So I love it. A lot of my brides and grooms actually have done them both ways.
Oh,
for
did y'all
their
hear that? She
significant
said boudoir
other.
photography is for grooms. I totally missed it. We got to talk
Yes.
about this.
Yeah, it's so much fun. So I do it in a private, intimate setting, obviously, and yeah, it's a lot of fun. You get to go in, you just feel comfortable. We play some music, you have a little drink, and we'd have some great time. But yeah, boudoir photography is also an add-on service.
And you do engagement photos.
Yes, I do engagement photos. A lot of those come with our packages, so that's always fun. And I love getting to like meet couples before wedding day, because then come wedding day, you've already got that connection. They kind of remember the flow of things, and it makes things so much easier and smoother on wedding day for sure.
And can they have in-person and Zoom meetings with you right now?
Absolutely.
You're doing both?
Yes.
Okay, and do you have a brick and mortar, or do you meet up with them? How's the best way for them to do an in-person with you?
I meet up with them. We'll go to a coffee shop,
Okay.
or we can Skype.
And you'll hear that a lot when you're working with your wedding vendors. A lot of wedding vendors don't have brick and mortar buildings. They're actually going to meet up with you in a place that's comfortable for you. So you're going to hear it a lot, so it's not unusual. I want to make sure that we reiterated that, because we've talked about it a little bit, but I haven't actually told the listeners that. So tell us maybe the most asked question when it comes to photography.
Usually people are like, are you going to guide us? Are you going to pose us? Like, they feel uncomfortable, and it's awkward, right? Being on the other side of the camera. I was nervous coming here today with all of this, so I get it.
You're like, this is way more cameras than I'm ever going to bring to your photography session, so you don't have to worry about where to look.
But yeah, they really want to make sure that like, hey, you're going to give me some guidance. You're going to tell me I should turn this way or look this way. You're going to get the best angles. They want to make sure they look good. And I think when I say like, don't worry, I've got your back. Like, I want your photos to look good. You want your photos to look good. So that's usually the biggest asked question.
And we're just about out of time, but where can they see more of your pictures?
Instagram and Facebook, both are Kimberly Santana Photography. And then I have website, KimberlySantanaPhotography.com.
Those are really great. Definitely go check her out. Tell us maybe something they need to know in the last few seconds when they're choosing their photographer. I think you kind of touched on it, like you need to build that relationship, but maybe what's something they ask, or how do they know that they're making that right connection?
I think the number one thing is to make sure that your photos are protected. Make sure that your photographer has gear that has a backup built into the camera.
Great questions.
And that they go home and they have backups of backups.
Right.
Because you can't redo your wedding day.
No.
So I think that that's really the biggest.
And accidents happen, right? I dropped my camera. I dropped my thumb drive. I don't know what y'all use these
your
days.
SD card,
It
right.
dropped my SD card in my cup of coffee, but that's all right, because I got another one. It's all good, right?
Yes, yes.
So
I
those
always
were
have multiple
great
cameras,
questions.
multiple
How am
batteries.
I doing time-wise? I'm sorry. I totally didn't pay attention. I'm out of time.
Okay, great.
I told you I can talk all day. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome so
Go enjoy the
much.
rest of the show.
Yeah,
Check her
absolutely.
out
It's great
online
out there,
on
you guys.
Instagram. Thank you. I can't wait to get out there.
Awesome.